The heritage walk in Bhaktapur that starts from the Chemasing gate. Some constructions going on after the earthquake, and here is a platform for the elder people. Actually they are taking a rest, taking a sun bath, and these platforms are like public platforms where they gather as well. See the constructions going on, all new. And this is another platform for the elderlies. And besides, here is a temple inside, and this one is a small shrine for the Buddhist people from the area. One of the beautiful temple, Wakupati Narayan from 10th century, and they have like a festival here after the harvesting season. Garuda, transport for Vishnu, as the temple dedicated for Vishnu. Platform for the people taking a rest there. So still some of the construction they need to reconstruct after the earthquake. Here is a temple, another temple that's for Durgas, a group of mother goddess inside. See the intricately carved torans up here. Every temple you could see a mirror to put a red dot on a forehead. Some of the old constructions still available, and there are people living over these type of houses, and some of them actually dismantled for the reconstructions going on. One of the oldest modern construction in Bhaktapur, popular by the name Tony Hagen House, named after a Swiss geologist who worked under a UN mission in Nepal in 1960s and has done extensive research in the Himalayas. Still here is like a winter, end of the winter, and a lot of people on the streets. You can see taking a sun bath, drying their clothes. So these are the typical streets in Bhaktapur. The constructions going on everywhere. The traditional streets.
Wow. What are these?
These type of ponds are quite frequent in Bhaktapur, and they use this type of pond especially for harvesting the rainwater, as well as in case of fire they are using the water from the pond as well. This is one of the popular square in Bhaktapur, Dattatraya Square, that's from 15th century. It houses a temple for trinities, Brahma, Vishnu and Siva for the Hindu people. You can see the Garuda up there, and there are a lot of old constructions. And right now some of them are closed due to the pandemic, as it houses a cafe in this building. And here are small temples, and besides there is a temple that's for Bhimsen with its family as well. People with traditional dress came back from the temples after the worship. Cleaning and washing are done on the water fountains. This is the primary source of the water for the villagers. The most magnificent square in Bhaktapur, popular by the name Nyatapoli Square, also popular by the name Taumadhi Square, famous for its 5-roof temple. And you can see at the bottom there are like wrestlers, and there are elephants, there are lions, and there are 2 mythological animals, griffons as well. And the temple was constructed back in 1892. And besides the main temple, here you can see another temple which is constructed for the Bhairavnath temple. And this was originally from 6th century but reconstructed many times. The final reconstruction they have done back in 17th century. And now the life seems normal. There are a lot of people walking around. And here is a cafe. The cafe still remains closed after the pandemic. So probably when the tourism will revive, then the cafe will open as well. The art of making a clay pots. Here is a Pottery Square where they make, dry and finish as well as sell the clay pots. Here is the main square in town that's famous for a Siva Temple to the right side end. In the middle they have constructed a temple, reconstructed after the earthquake, temple for Vatsaleswari. And you can see our biggest bell up there in Bhaktapur, the Octagonal Temple behind, 55 windowed palace, the Golden Gate, and here is a palace from 16th century. And the extension right now is an art museum, and there are like two temples up here reconstructed after the earthquake, constructed as a replica of a temple from India. But right now a lot of people, they like to visit those temples. That's why they have constructed a replica here. So this is a famous square in Bhaktapur, popular by the name Durbar Square. That means a palace complex. So it was a palace until like 18th century. Then right now it's a part of the museum as well. This is the Octagonal Temple. This was reconstructed in 1992 by money from a German government. Helmut Kohl initiated to reconstruct this temple. See the biggest bell up there. The temple from behind, the Vatsaleswari temple, and the statue of the king in the middle. And here is a 55 windowed palace. Besides, this was reconstructed after the earthquake. Tabasatto, originally a platform for the people to take rest and lodge when there was a festival here as well. So all this has gone reconstructions. This one is a temple for like Vatsaleswari up here. The temple was constructed originally inside the courtyard of the palace, but right now the palace got destroyed and only the temple remaining.